Hello everyone and welcome to my channel here. My name is Eve. In this video I wanted to look at the blessings and the unexpected guidance that is coming to us in this beautiful blue moon energy. Typically we have two different definitions for a blue moon and we get one every year. The one we have this time is where we begin the month with a full moon and we end the month with a full moon. And that second full moon of the month is called a blue moon. It is the original definition of the blue moon. Next year, on August 22nd, 2021, we will have a seasonal blue moon, which is part of the season where it will be the third full moon in a season with 4 full moons. So those are the differences between the blue moons. This one, of course, occurred here on Halloween, October 31st, 2020, in the full moon sign of Taurus. And Taurus is an exalted full moon. We get it once a year. It is a full moon bringing in the energy of harvest, reward, the Empress energy in the Tarot, the divine feminine in her highest form. So in the Tarot it would be exemplified by the Empress, but also the Queen of Pentacles, and I would say the Queen of Wands as well would be a very good personification of this full moon in the sign of Taurus. And interestingly enough, a couple days ago on my Instagram, I'm doing this series on love messages from the goddesses and from the planet Venus, and I wanted to pick a goddess for these next 2 weeks, guiding us through the first half or the first part of Venus through the sign of Libra. And I happened to get the goddess Hera. And so I have her out here today. She is the goddess, the Greco-Roman goddess of alliances and partnership, collaborations on an equal platform. So this is not about unequal partnerships. This is about relationships, marriages, and business partnerships where everyone sits down and negotiates on an equal platform here. So she is the overseer of those alliances and those positive collaborations. She was the wife of Zeus, and so as such she was actually the queen in the Greco-Roman world. So again, we have that very strong Empress and Queen energy coming through here. And then I wanted to pick another goddess from Collette Baron-Reid's Goddess Power Oracle guidebook for what are these beautiful blue moon messages? Where are they guiding us here? And we can look at the time frame as for this whole cycle until the next blue moon, which is August, almost the end of August 2021. We could take it as long as that, or we can look at more of a timely message here in this full moon cycle, which is 2 weeks, but because it's a blue moon, we can take it even further out. And isn't it interesting that the goddess I got is blue? I just realized that. It's completely surrounded in this beautiful angelic light blue energy. And it's the Celtic goddess Arianrhod. And she is the Celtic goddess of time. And one of the timing meanings right there is the number 3. That can be 3 hours, 3 days, 3 weeks, or 3 months. Something about the number 3. And in numerology, 3 is about travel, communication, learning, and teaching. In this case, the message that the goddess Arianrhod is bringing us is the message of time. That no matter where you are, please make time your friend. It is always on your side. It is never meant to drown you, okay? And I often find that there are days where we feel like we do not have enough time, or we get those feelings that we are running out of time. And her message here to you is to look at life as everything is in its perfect timing, which is divine timing. And if you can relax and breathe into that, the stress of timing will relax around you. Okay? It's a way of being able to rest within the frequency of time itself. And this is a goddess of timelessness. So in many ways, this video here today is bringing you a timeless message from whenever you happen across it. So let's look a little bit deeper at who she represents. She is the symbol of the triple goddess. That is that beautiful wave pattern on her right arm. And that wave pattern represents, she is the goddess of eternity, of love, unity, and eternal life. Right now you have all of the time in the world to reach the fullest potential of your intentions and desires. Call on this Celtic goddess of time as your ally, and she will ensure that your timing is perfect. The hours will expand to gift you with the space that you need to complete anything that you have started. Today, recognize that no matter what is in front of you, time is your friend. Consider that everything you intend and desire also has its own relationship to time, and all will come to you in that perfect form and in the perfect moment. So she is your champion here, and she's letting you know that your timing is perfect. And as the goddess of time, her alignment message for you is breathe deeply and trust in the process. Know that even if you are temporarily struggling, you will always have enough time to choose how you experience your reality. That's a very important message there. You always have a choice. And you can always course correct. Consider this truth. Struggles, disappointments, or seeming delays are all part of the experience of life on life's terms. Yet this goddess, Arianrhod, says, this too shall pass. When cool heads prevail and faith steers your course, where you believe in the timing and you trust it, the treasure you seek will never be far away. Call on this goddess when you begin to feel overwhelmed, and she will remind you of these sacred truths. Now that is a beautiful message here. So let's go on to the pick of cards here. I was intending only to put 3 out, but cards kept flying out, so I decided, okay, we're going to do 5 piles, and I'm using the Energy Oracle Cards Guidebook by Sandra Ann Taylor and the Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. So let me just adjust this. I normally use my computer, my laptop, for this, but I kind of prefer the visuals of the iPad. I feel like it comes in a better pixelation here. There we go. And so I'm going to show you all of these decks, and you can make your choice. Let's put her down, and I'm going to keep her up right there. So we have 5 decks here to choose from. And let me just tell you what each stone is. You can choose it based on the sphere. I wanted to choose spheres today, or the pile. So this is pile or pick a card number 1. And the beautiful sphere we have here is fluorite. It's a stone of healing. The second one is ocean jasper for pile number 2. The third one is ametrine. Beautiful citrine amethyst stone. I'm trying to see if I can get it in better visual here for everybody. And then the fourth one is my pyrite tiger's eye. Very grounding stone, protective as well. And for the fifth one, it's this blue agate. It's a blue lace agate, about communication and truth and expression and creativity. So there's your 5 piles. Take a moment. And you don't have to choose one either. In the videos I do with pick-a cards, I like to use a theme where if you want to listen to all of them and stream them together, take a message perhaps from each pile, or as we look at them, we will see that the messages actually do kind of line up. So let's go ahead and start with number 1. So let me just move this out of the way as I'm doing this very transparently today, which is not my norm, by the way. I'm a preparation person. All that Capricorn and Virgo in my chart, I like to be prepared. So we're going to move that there. Lovely. And let's look at the very first pile here, the blue fluorite. So there's only a couple messages here, usually 2 cards. So the first one I got, and this is a timing message, because I wanted to pick the Goddess of the Moon cards for the timing and to see what is your blessing. Wow, now that's interesting. What is your blessing in disguise here? Or the blessing that this beautiful moon is bringing you. And that's a number 33, and the message is blossoming. This is the flower moon. I love that. All that green energy. There's a couple different messages with the timing here. So it's interesting we have the 333 going on here with all of these cards. Let's see if I can get that for everyone to see a little bit better here. Let me just, yes, you can see that. Okay. So the 333, maybe the 3rd of the month, maybe it's 3 days, maybe it's 33 days, or it could be the 3rd month of the year, which is March, but then also the number 12 reduces to a 3, so that's December. So there's a lot of timing messages here. It's telling you, though, that whatever the timing is for you, it's going to come in under a full moon energy. And the blossoming full moon is about something that you've already been working very hard and diligently on, that it is now coming to fruition in your life. And normally the blossoming moon in the northern hemisphere is the full moon we have in May. But in the southern hemisphere, it's the full moon we have in November, okay? And I'm going to look at it as both those time frames regardless of where you live on the earth. So it could be November for you, or it could be May for you. So let's look at the deeper messages here. The flower moon, often associated with the Empress in the Tarot. Do not give up. You have planned for this. Take no notice of what others think or say. Open and rise. Okay? This is time for you to blossom. We plant the seeds, both physically and metaphorically, so that they will blossom into what we intend. Perhaps the journey has been a long and hard one, but we shouldn't give up as we have almost arrived. We are very, very close. So this is a card letting you know that you are reaching your blossoming period right now, that is the beautiful blessing coming in here. And maybe you only have a couple days, a couple weeks to go, or even a couple months. I mean, even May of next year is not far away. That's 6 months away. So that is not a long window of time. And the only thing that's going to delay you is fear. Fear that maybe what you actually want is really going to happen, okay? But I love this card because it's really showing you that you have everything at your fingertips right now. So let's look at the energy oracle card that comes with it. Let's see, I'm going to leave this down here. And the message we have is the temple path. Oh, there we go, number 12. So that's December, the 12th month. I love this card. Right now what we're getting is a lot of Empress and Ten of Pentacles energy here, which is very earthy. I'm getting a lot of earthy. So all the earth elements would be Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. But earth means it's happening for you on an earthly plane. So please don't give up. You're almost reached your path. And the temple path is telling you you're arriving there. Okay, walk up the stairs. Everything you want is awaiting you. And on your journey, you have a lot of beautiful guides. You have friends that are helping you. The beautiful little lanterns or lights you see around that temple are all the lovely angels and guides that have been helping you thus far on your pathway. It is a lovely card of arrival here. So let me look at this deck and see if there's any other little messages I can give you. The affirmation is, I open my heart to my spiritual truth and a deeper connection with spirit. Guidance and inspiration come freely and easily to me. Receiving this card represents your own spiritual evolution. The winding path you are on leads to a blessed temple in a lovely garden, symbolizing the spiritual destiny that your soul has had in mind for this lifetime. This card is here to tell you that what you are going through now is all a part of your soul's process. You are on the path and you are heading in the right direction. That is a beautiful message. Okay, so thank you for those that wanted only the very first deck. And now we will move on to the second one. Let me just move this off the table there. And the second one is those that chose the beautiful ocean jasper, one of my very favorite stones. So let's see what the first message here is. It's gratitude. And the moon cycle is the last quarter moon. So that is the last quarter moon, is right before the moon goes dark, before the new moon. So that would be, the soonest would be in about a week from now, okay? You're going to be entering that last quarter moon. And the message of gratitude is that right now on this journey, it's very important that you work on surrender and release. Surrendering and releasing the past, releasing the things that bring you down, that don't make you happy, that always there's a choice to focus on fear or to focus on love, and that your miracle right now is to focus on gratitude. That gratitude will instantly bring you back onto your course, or it will course correct you. But the other message I'm getting here is that many of you have been really practicing gratitude a lot, and that gratitude is going to pay off. That life right now is conspiring for you. As we enter this last quarter moon on the lunar cycle, the energies begin to turn towards surrender and release, to let go of what we no longer need, and it behooves us to thus pay attention to what we have right now in front of us, both positive and negative. This is having gratitude for everything, the hardships, the trials, and the triumphs. Take some time out on this moon to list a few things that you feel grateful for this will raise your vibration, and it will banish any resistance that you still have to outmoded patterns. Doing this will also turn powerful, doing this also turns your powerful focus away from a story that you may have started to believe. Like, for example, everything is going wrong, or that life does terrible things to you. So it's going to focus you away from that into a more balanced place. And the gratitude will always tip the scales towards the positive. What I see with this card, it's reminiscent to me of a little bit the 8 or 9 of Pentacles, but also the 6 of Swords. That you're moving away now from challenging waters into calmer ones. And it's because you're not going alone. You have guidance and help. You have friends and loved ones helping you. And you have gratitude in your ability to surrender and release what you know is no longer serving you. That is what is helping you on your way here. And from the energy oracle cards, we have cornucopia. There is no stronger message than that. That is the card of absolute abundance with everything. Abundance in fun, adventure, joy, abundance in love, romance, abundance in finances, abundance in career. It's also abundance in fertility. It seems that every deck I do, or every YouTube I do, I seem to get one pile with a fertility message. Someone either got pregnant or has someone in the family pregnant or wants to get pregnant. So this is one of the fertility cards. And having gratitude for what you're about to receive, I think, is the key here. But that is a beautiful message. And I really feel that there's an amazing window of abundance that is coming to you, and your gratitude is going to speed it up and make it come faster. Okay? Those are beautiful messages for pile number 2. I'm going to put this back there. So let's go to pile number 3. My ametrine, which I rarely bring out. I love that stone. Let's see if we can get a good visual of that. Yes, we can. So let's see what the messages are. We have the path, the waxing crescent. Yep. Well, I can't really put that up there. Okay, so let me move this. So I want you guys to have a really good visual of this. It's the path. Yep, there we go. That is a lovely card because it means that you're on the right path. So again, like deck number 1, there's a similar message of you're on the right path, keep moving forward, take action. There's a new reality waiting for you. With this specific pile, I'm seeing a new reality. And it's happening in the waxing gibbous, or the waxing crescent. Waxing crescent. So that's a moon that is building in light. That time frame then is telling you that it's going to occur. The timing is between the next new moon, which I believe is November 16th, through the full moon and lunar eclipse on November 30th. That is your timing, that there's a new path awaiting you here. And you get to jump through that wormhole. Okay, and this is the path of your dreams. That's why we're seeing it up in the skies, in the starlight here. But she's standing there, not sure if she wants to climb up yet. So there might be a little bit of hesitancy here. Are you ready for this beautiful dream? Are you ready for this new path? Because she's standing below. She can't yet see what's awaiting her. She can see it from a distance, or from standing down, she can see it looking up. And she's aware there's something very beautiful there, but she doesn't know what it looks like. And we often have a fear of the unknown, right? And so the guidance here is to take action, to just trust that the way is truly open for you. The path is being illuminated. Begin the journey now. Respond and take action. So this is requiring you to have courage and to move forward, because yes, there is an element of the unknown. When we accept where we are, acknowledge what needs to change for us to grow, and we begin to love ourselves more completely, the direction of our lives begins to change. We often decide that what we want to follow is a more authentic pathway of who we are. And our desires then become more aligned with the needs, the wants, and the values of our true selves. So the message here is your real path is the pathway of authenticity. And when you really follow that being true to yourself, a brand new reality is going to open up for you. And for some, this blue moon has already brought that in. For others, we're seeing the time frame is going to be somewhere between the next new moon to the first lunar eclipse we have in this next eclipse corridor, which will be November 30th. The path is lit, and now it is time to walk upon it. So let's look at what is the guiding card to go with it. Community. So you are being guided onto a pathway here that is going to build the community that you really, really want. The message here, though, as well, is that you have perhaps 3 other people on this pathway with you, or you are one and there are 2 others. Regardless, this brings in a lot of the energy of the 3 of Cups and the Tarot, that it's a time to celebrate who you are and to celebrate with like-minded individuals, to understand that you have companions on this journey. You are not alone. So when you go through that beautiful window there that's waiting for you, there's going to be some lovely communion and alliances on the other side for you. So the Goddess Hera then is the one supporting you here, is she not? So let's look at what number 7 has to say, community. The affirmation is, I open my life to the wonderful people around me. I am making strong and beneficial connections in both my personal and professional life. What I was also getting from this card is you could be making new connections that are going to be very positive and beneficial for your home life, for your business life. Perhaps if you're moving into a new neighborhood with children, it's going to be very beneficial for your children as well, the school life and everything. But I'm also getting that this could apply to personal life in terms of romantic relationships, that you're going into on a new journey here that's going to bring in romance in a way you've never had it before, but in a way where it's actually more aligned with your truth, okay? This card shows three women celebrating, sharing ideas, and supportive energy. The lights in this picture represent your ever-present spirit community as well. This indicates a wonderful association of some kind. It could be a casual connection of like-minded people, joining a club or community of some sort, or even a business partnership. Receiving this card puts you on notice that the universe is sending some very beneficial alliances your way, both in the family, school, community, professional, and friendship and romantic, okay? So take it as it resonates with you. Beautiful message here for pile 3. So let's now move on to the tiger's eye with pyrite, which is deck or pile number 4 here. Okay, so let's look at these messages. Interesting. Okay, we have a very different one from the other piles. Resistance. It's the waning crescent. And that will be the last crescent before a new moon. Okay, so I'm getting from 2 of the piles we have a waning crescent. And whenever we have the waning crescent, that's about 4 days before the new moon. So I would say 3 days before the new moon. Whereas the 2 and the 1 day before the new moon is what we call the dark moon. So whenever we have a waning crescent, there's always something we need to release, surrender to, or let go of, okay? And this card is saying there's something you're resisting. So I'm going to read it in a couple different ways. It's, what are you resisting? Have you been holding on to something because it's always benefited you financially, yet on a heart level, it's never satisfied you? So for many of you, what I'm getting is you could be in a job or a career that, yes, it's paid the bills, yes, it's given you great abundance, but your heart is languishing somehow. It's not giving you the creative energy that you really long for. Okay, so I feel like for many of you watching, especially if you just chose this pile or this one with one of the others, that it's a message about looking at how you can change your career path to either do 2 careers at once or move away from the one you're presently in, but slowly, because with this card, you want to plan, you want to be organized. You don't want to just be too spontaneous, okay? Because I'm feeling a strong planner energy here, that you want to plan your course ahead. And therefore, you want to think of what direction you're going in and start doing the stuff you love and making money at it. And when you get to a place where you feel safe enough to let go of the old job, you can do so. That would be one way to use this energy, okay? Because I'm feeling something around finances, but it can also be about possessions. That perhaps there's something you've had for a long time, whether it's a car. We can get very possessive of our cars, you know, or our home, and it's time to move. And yet we're going through like grief and we can't quite let go. And this is telling you it's time to let go, because what awaits you is these beautiful birds. You're ready to fly now. You're ready to let go and move forward. Now, the other resistance can be a covert one, where you have your dreams, you know where you're headed, you feel like you're on the pathway to get there, but your fear is overwhelming you and you're resisting doing it because you're afraid you're going to fail, or you're afraid you're not actually going to get there, or it's going to be too good to be true, or you're not going to be worthy enough of it. For you, this group that I'm speaking to with this message specifically, it's saying if there's something you've been procrastinating on, yet it's what you want to do, look at why you're not doing it. And you have to ask the question, are you really super clear that this is what you want to do? Maybe you have been a little bit misguided in thinking it's what you want to do, but you're not able to quite do it. So look at, is this what you want to do? The second question is, okay, if you're super clear that yes, this is what I want to do, then the fear means that there's some kind of fear of success, that your dreams might actually happen. And what would you do then? So look at what your fear of success is, or on the flip side of it is, there's perhaps a fear of failure, okay? But that is a message of procrastination, and it's time to get the ball rolling. But let's look at the message from the Energy Oracle cards, because I feel like it's going to give us some extra guidance. And the message is the Yin Yang card, number 22, a master number. So yeah, you do want to build very solid foundations here. It is very financial, the message here. You want to make sure you have solid foundations, you have a lot of finances set up the way you want them, or you at least have a very good cushion to fall on if you need to fall on that for a while, that it's going to support you. So being supported financially and perhaps with a home and a car is very important for you to move forward here. That's the message I'm getting. And in order to figure out what your other resistance could be, and this is just, as I said, you know, when we're going on a new pathway, there's an unknown component to it always. And our resistance, I really think, is just fear of what we don't see lying ahead. And the Yin Yang card here is telling you right now to dive within your yin energy, which is your divine feminine. Dive into your receptive nature. So instead of resist, receive. That is the solution here, and that is the blessing. Oh my God, I just got it. Okay. Yep. Okay. The last message here is you are resisting receiving. You're so used to doing it yourself or controlling it and giving that you've forgotten how to receive, or maybe you don't know how to fully receive, or you're afraid to receive. But it's asking you to open your hand to now receive what the universe wants to bring to you. And Yin Yang means listen to your intuition. Allow that internal compass to be your guide. Go into a deep hermit mode for a little while here. And I would say do it maybe for the next week until we move into the crescent moon. Take this next week, whenever it is you see this video, take the week to go into a cave, whether it's a man cave or a woman cave, sit with things, feel it through, let your intuition guide you, meditate, rest, recuperate, and allow your hands to just gently relax because you're holding on too tightly. And in the holding on too tightly, you're not allowing the universe to bring you everything you want. So the way to remove resistance is to flow through it. That is a beautiful message here. Awesome. Okay, let's go to the very last pile. Yeah, I feel you here. In a way, I feel like pile number 4 is talking to me right now because I've been feeling a lot of resistance this last week. And I can feel it in my body, that my body's locking up and I'm getting inflammation. And to me, I think that's one of the signs of resistance. So let's go to pile number 5. Oops, I grabbed the wrong stone. Sorry. It's the blue lace agate. Oh, I love that stone. Beautiful stone. Or blue agate. So let's look at our very last messages here. And this is the only pile where more than 2 cards came out. The first one is pleasure. And this is a waxing gibbous. This is beautiful. So the full moon is building. So it means that the timing here is pretty much going to be the next 18 to 25 days is what I'm getting. So in about 3 to 3.5 weeks from now is when this, no, about 3 weeks from now is when this energy is very, very strong. 3.5 weeks, 4 weeks, somewhere around there. And the message is pleasure. But in this one I'm seeing, see how the butterflies are coming from her hands? And she's just opening up. Her heart chakra is wide open. She's staring up into the sky, and there's all this beautiful energy dancing around her. It's time for you to let go of all the seriousness in your life and to play for a while. Allow pleasure to find you. Be in the moment. Be in the joy. Enjoy your life. With that card, it's interesting. I'm getting a couple different messages from the Tarot. One, the number 18 in the Tarot, which is the Moon card. So it is about dancing in the moonlight, dancing in your feminine energy, dancing with the inner goddess within in your intuitive nature and really listening to that. And I'm also getting an energy of the World card here. That something very profound in your life is coming in, is reaching a completion here. Okay, so let's look a little bit deeper at what the messages are here. A big part of pleasure is letting go. This does not mean surrendering or giving up. It simply means handing over all of the administrative duties and the stress to your guides, because this is a time to really immerse yourself in your joy. That's the word they're giving me here, is joy. Yep, really play in the world right now. And let's look at the guidance. And this is where 2 cards came out from the Energy Oracle cards. And the first one is the Angel of Strength, which reminds me of the 8, the Strength card in the Tarot. She's about embodying your inner goddess, your inner power, your sovereignty. Very, very beautiful message, okay? The Angel of Strength is telling you that you've reached a place of great inner wisdom and strength and power, and you are ready now. Okay, I'm going to put this down. You are ready now to completely expand. It's like you're ascending. That to me is a message of ascension. You are going to the next level of your ascension journey here because you have been building on your inner strength and your inner power. And it's this, the angel of strength is a time of action. Oh, doubt me not on that one. It's absolutely a card of action. So let's look at the extra messages that I'm getting here. This amazing angel brings the news that this is a time of increasing power for you. It's not the time to be passive or submissive, but to speak your truth and take action on your own behalf. Inner strength and unlimited resourcefulness is flowing through you at this time, helping you to create the real results that you want. Call upon this wonderful angel and on your own inner strength and resourcefulness to bring you the focus and the resolve to do what is necessary in order to make your dreams a reality. And so the very last card here is the second chakra, the Archangel Ariel. Beautiful. Got a lot of golden energy here, don't we? Yeah, these cards are very lovely. The golden and the green are the heart energies, the heart and the higher mind energies. So the Archangel Ariel is one of the angels of nature and elements, and she's here to let you know that the elementals and the angelic kingdom is really deeply helping you on this part of your journey right now. So without a doubt, this pile is the pile of ascension. Okay, you're going to the next level. Let yourself reach out into unexplored areas of self-expression now, and new projects that may have a very creative approach for you. So this is about lending your creativity into this new person that you are becoming. So on this journey now, strength is walking with you. You're in your own sovereignty. You're becoming more of a creative being on this earth, and you're also expressing your inner truth. But lastly, that is a card of intimacy, because that's the second chakra, the sacral one. You are now ready to open up your sacral chakra more, to be more intimate, not only with yourself, but to be intimate and more nurturing with others, so that that intimacy and nurturance can flow freely, so that you can open yourself up to the emotional intimacy that is wanting to come your way from another. So I'm getting a strong romantic message here, that for those of you that chose this, that either you're single or you're out there dating, or perhaps in your current relationship, there has not been much romance lately. And this is just letting you know that that passion is coming back in, and it is time. It is time to nurture the inner goddess, the guidance within your creative, expressive body, and also to nurture the romantic within you. I love these messages. So these are all the blessings. I wish all of you the very, very best through the rest of this blue moon. And please know these messages are timeless. You can go back at any time. Feel free to listen to it all the way through. Or if you pick one pile tonight and you decide a month from now, or 6 weeks or 2 months from now, you come back in and you feel like you want to pick a different pile, please know it is all in perfect divine timing. Just like the Goddess Arianrhod is guiding us to, that everything has a beautiful, perfect time. I love you all. Until next time.